Hello, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule for this Wednesday's webinar with IAMS and Lincoln Financial. My name is Sandy Albers and I head up the SPL division here over at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I'm really excited to discuss the opportunities that Lincoln Financial and their MoneyGuard product has to offer you and how to incorporate that into your sales. Before I turn it over to Sales Vice President of the MoneyGuard division, David Bidwell, and the internal wholesaler, Sammy Stippa, I wanted to make sure that I go over a couple things with IAMS. So when you when you contract with IAMS, we start with a new producer bonus, and that's just to try to help grow your business here. So with the new producer bonus, in your first 6 months of placing business with us, whether that's life, annuity, MedSup, or a combination thereof, once you reach $100,000, you will get a choice of either a $1,500 piece postcard mailing. You can choose an iPad. You can choose $750 in cash, or you could choose a pre-formatted email marketing analysis and corporate identity package, which our creative team will help you with. If you'd like to hold off because you think, gosh, I'm gonna, probably do $250,000 of business with IAMS in the first 6 months, then you could choose from a 3,000 piece postcard mailing. You can do a 2,000 marketing reimbursement where we put $2,000 in a marketing reimbursement account for you, which I'll get to shortly. You can choose a $1,500 Visa gift card, or you could choose a newspaper ad, marketing collateral. And what that comes with is one brochure, one fact finder, one lead magnet, and one sheet and one microsite. If you'd like to hold off and you think, gosh, I'm just going to go gangbusters my first 6 months, I'm going to hold off because I think I can do a $500,000 of placed business. And again, that's with life, annuity, MedSup, combination thereof. You could choose a 5,000 piece postcard mailing with a top producer of ours, Matt Gill, and he'll do a training session with you. A 4,000 piece postcard mailing with another top producer of ours, Dave Pimper, on seminars. You can choose, which is my favorite, always tends to be my favorite, is a Ritz-Carlton getaway. Or you can choose a billboard ad with seminar presentation, a full website, and a website overhaul that again is completed by our creative team, who's just outstanding. If you'd like to hold off from the $500,000 level and reach that $750,000 level of placed business, again, you can choose from a social media campaign, one video. You can do retirement boss radio, so you can become a radio host, and that includes a setup cost and the 8 recorded shows. You can do 2 Social Security seminars with a guarantee of 50 buying units. Or you can choose a 4,500 lead credit, and those are digital annuity leads. If you think, heck, I'm going to wait, I'm going to do $1 million in my first 6 months, I'm just going to go gangbusters and place $1 million again in life, annuity, MedSup, long-term care, combination thereof. You could choose a core story brand builder, plus get published in a major news outlet, whether it's ABC, Fox News, NBC, etc. You can do a dinner workshop or 8,000 piece mail drop, and that includes enhanced tactical marketing. You can do 8 to 10 preset annuity appointments, or you can choose 3 videos with 3 consumer-facing brochures, 3 custom articles, and a special projects on request. And again, from our amazing annuity team, or from our amazing creative team. Once you do become an agent of ours and you refer another agent to us and that agent gets contracted, we will give you a $50 one-time bonus for that referred agent getting contracted. If that agent writes business and places it, their first piece of business, you will receive a $100 one-time bonus for that first piece of placed business that your referred agent wrote with us. After that, and there's no time frame on this, as long as that referred agent continues to produce and place business, you're going to receive additional override on that. It doesn't affect their commission. They still get the same commission. This is coming directly from IAMS as a thank you for referring that agent. On single premium life business, you're going to get 0.075% of that single premium life. On MYGA, you're going to get 10 basis points, Life Target 15 basis points, and indexed annuity 20 basis points. We also have, if you remember, for the new producer bonus, that marketing reimbursement account. So for marketing reimbursement, for every agent that is contracted with IAMS, for every $100,000 of premium that you write for indexed annuity, we're going to put $100 in this marketing reimbursement account. For single premium life, for that same $100,000, we're putting $200 in that marketing reimbursement account. And for Life Target, per $10,000 of Life Target business placed, we'll put $200 in that marketing reimbursement account. So what that does is you submit a business receipt to us, and on that business receipt, we will pay 50% of what that is, as long as you have that much money in your marketing reimbursement account. You don't lose that money. If you don't use it for a year or two, it just continues to build and roll over. So I wanted to just remind you, not only do we support you when you first start with IAMS with your new producer bonus, but we continue to support you when you're here with IAMS when it comes to referring agents, marketing reimbursement. We also support you, which I think is extremely important, on the back office side. We try to help you work smarter and not harder. And by doing that, we help with case design assistance. You have forms at your fingertips, whether you want to get forms from us, whether you want to pull it off of our website. We will quote any of your life and annuity quotes. We have paperless contracting to make it easy for you to get contracted. And of course, top sales expertise and coaching. We do on the case management side, as soon as you submit a piece of business with us, we scrub that app immediately. We get the app out the same day that we receive it. If there are any corrections, we'll of course get in contact with you, let you know what those corrections are, and again, get that submitted to the carrier. We follow that application every 3 days. We're looking at it to make sure nothing's changed, if there's anything additional that we need to do, and we do that until that case is issued and placed and you are paid. So from submission to commission, we give you that support to make sure that you're paid in just a timely manner. We also offer Firelight, which helps you get paid a lot quicker as well. And so with Firelight, that allows you to submit your applications electronically, so you know for sure that there is nothing missing on that app. It goes directly to the carrier, and the carriers that you can see are available. We have an extensive amount of carriers, one of them being Lincoln Financial, which makes it even easier to submit business. We also have American Equity, we have Athene, Equitrust, North American, National Western, Allianz. So several carriers are available. And the ones that are coming soon are Security Mutual, Pacific Life, United Life, Transamerica. So keep a lookout for that. But we do offer Firelight to help you with all of your application needs. We also have, like I have stated before, just an outstanding creative marketing team. And what they can do is they can help you, for turnkey solutions, whether you need handouts or flyers created, any newsletters or postcards, we can help customize that for you and your agency. We can also do agency solutions. So if you need help with a logo design, business cards, any brochures, stationery, advertising, they are just on top of that and do a superb job. Any digital solutions, if you want online, whether you're looking at, a personal website, social media consulting, email marketing, online newsletters, we can help you with that. So contact our creative marketing team. And again, would like to stress with IAMS, we're with you right from the beginning trying to support you. We don't want you to get contracted with us and then just let you go. We're continuing to, try to help you increase your business and help your agency increase your business by offering all of these extras that we hope will do that. We also have an amazing website, and with that website, that's available 24 hours a day. You can go in, and if you need a quote because you're with a client and you need a quick quote, you can go ahead and go on there and get a quote. You have forms online, you have current industry links. You have an annuity grid, which will show you what the top annuities are and their current rates. There's a lot of information on our website. If you have not registered for our website, I suggest that you do at www.imsinc.com. Again, great information. You can also do your paperless contracting there. So take a look at that. And hopefully, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to help you. Also, we have IAMS Wealth Management. So with IAMS Wealth Management, we try to increase your revenue. Most advisors do see an increase in fixed and increased revenue as well by managed money fees. It does help improve your client retention because you are able to offer a full range of products and services. And then it also strengthens your clients' relationships. You're viewed differently by your clients. You're viewed as a fiduciary, and that has a lot of weight. If you like to follow us, if you're real tech savvy, I am not one of those, but if you are real tech savvy, I suggest you go to our Facebook page. Great information there. You are able to see a lot of our faces for IAMS, and that's at facebook.com/IAMSinc/LinkedIn. Extremely important. If you're not on LinkedIn, we can help you with that as well. And you go to linkedin.com and that's /company/insurance-agency-marketing. So what I'm going to do right now is pass this over to David Bidwell and Sammy Stippa. As I stated before, David Bidwell is the Sales Vice President for Lincoln Financial, specifically over the MoneyGuard product. And Sammy Stippa is our internal wholesaler. She does an absolute amazing job with questions, quotes, anything you need. Sammy has always been there. So I'm going to go ahead and get that turned over to David. David, are you there?
I got it. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you.
Awesome. And let's get the screen rocking and rolling. And you'll probably see my screen popping up right about now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So, Sammy, how are you today? And by the way, Sandy, thank you so much for that great warm-up. If anybody's not doing business with IAMS, based on what you're showing me, I am too really intrigued about that trip to the Ritz, because the Ritz-Carlton in Naples, Florida sounds really good right about now, especially going into this weekend that I am located in Chicago. I think we're in for a major Arctic Express this weekend. So that sounds really good right about now. What do you think, Sammy?
I agree. Got hit with snow. Can you hear me? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, you're good.
Perfect. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, Sammy's in Philly. I am in the Chicago area currently, and we're both heavily under snow. So any place warm right now seems really, really good. But that's really not why you're listening to us today. We're here to tell you about our current offering of MoneyGuard, which is MoneyGuard 3. We're going to talk about our new marketing materials, go into our launch pad, and literally since we put this presentation together, we have a couple e-solutions that I think everybody will be excited by, and Sammy will go into those. So with MoneyGuard 3, what's staying the same? Well, just so you know, MoneyGuard itself is in its 33rd or 34th year right now. As you know, this came out. Lincoln is literally the owner of the asset-based space. There's currently two carriers, us and another, that own about 70 to 75% market share. So we are the two biggies in the space. We've been doing it longer than anybody. So we know what we're doing. MoneyGuard is almost synonymous like Coke is to Coca-Cola or Kleenex is to the tissue brand. We become synonymous with asset-based long-term care, and we appreciate that, but we know we have to always continue to provide service and great products. So with MoneyGuard 3, what's staying the same? We have continued, we see more and more of our policies written with what we call a flex pay option. And flex pay means what, Sammy?
Flex pay means that you can actually spread out your payments. So instead of having to just do a lump sum, you can actually spread out your payments over, let's say, 10 years, anywhere in between. So you can make smaller distributions if you like.
So when you're designing an illustration, about what percentage do you see flex pay versus single pay?
You would actually see almost about 90% of the time, maybe even more.
That's amazing. So the point being is, please don't think of what MoneyGuard started on, the platform of a single pay dump-in product. We have a variety of different pay options. And in fact, you'll see you can even turn this into a 40 pay if you wanted to. You can stretch it out as long as possible. So think of MoneyGuard not as a single pay product, but what we call flex pay at MoneyGuard. And as you heard, Sammy's running illustrations all day, and about 90% of what she's doing now is 10 pay or longer. So, and again, it doesn't even have to be 10 pay. If somebody wants to do a 2 pay, 3 pay, we can design it for you. We have multiple inflation options, streamlined underwriting. What does streamlined underwriting mean, Sammy?
Yep. So instead of having to pull medical records, what we do is we actually just do a phone interview. It can take up to 30, 40 minutes, maybe less, just depending upon the client's medical history, but it's very smooth and easy, and it's not time consuming.
Yeah, and what it means is basically you're answering 5 health questions, and the determination from underwriting is made off of those 5 health questions, in addition to a PHI, which is called a phone health interview, or personal health interview, that you'll hear can be done either on the phone or online. Yes, online. You can do your personal health interview online that Sammy's going to talk about just before we finish. So keep that in mind, Sammy. We're going to spend some time on our new ePHI. Also,
Perfect.
Benefit sooner. What that means is, with every MoneyGuard policy you have, there is no elimination period, 0-day elimination period. That means the first day your client needs coverage with MoneyGuard, they get it. There is 0 days to wait, no elimination period. And we say on the go because we allow you to use your MoneyGuard policy anywhere in the world, full international coverage or international coverage in any country that you could think about going to. Your MoneyGuard policy works. Just to let you know, it has to be facility care only on that one. But again, it goes anywhere you want to go. Additionally, we offer a couples discount. and couples as defined by the state or locale. About how much is that discount, Sammy?
Typically around 5 to 10% based upon the policy.
About 5 to 10%. And the best thing is, let's just say two partners or a husband and wife apply, and one of them is declined. The healthy one still gets that discount. Or better yet, one of them just has to apply and be in that marital situation, whether it's same sex if it's recognized by the state, or married, and they'll get that discount as well. So just for being married, even if the spouse isn't approved or doesn't take it, we will give you that discount. That's huge. We're one of the only carriers that does this in the space. So what we've added with MoneyGuard 3, it's now a single product or single rider design. Before we used to have we had a base policy and a rider, and it got a little convoluted with language. Now, if you look at the contract, how it works, it's simply one single rider. Streamlined communication. We've cleaned up our language in the policy, much easier to understand. And we'll talk about the first dollar return of premium. But what's new? What are a couple new riders on this policy that are included at no additional charge? I love this, the Transitional Care Assistance Benefit. We call it the TCA. How does that work, Sammy?
Yep, so TCA is a new covered service, so it's very, very exciting. It helps that client transition from that informal to more formal care. Like, for example, let's say the client is in adult daycare for at least 2 days of the week. The extra day of the week, we can have a family member actually taking care of the insured. It just can't be a spouse. That's the only limitation, but it will allow for $100 per day for up to 180 days of the first year of the run claim. And the nice thing is there is no receipts required.
Yeah, so essentially what we did is we turned a hybrid plan into a hybrid plan. We have a hybrid of a hybrid. It's kind of interesting. Right? We have both cash and reimbursement. Reimbursement is a base policy, but now with the TCA, Transitional Care Assistance, we offer additional cash. Additionally, we stole this from the life insurance rider or world. We have terminal illness rider. You can get up to between 25 and 75% of your benefit in a lump sum if you're declared terminally ill. And we talked about the flexible pay options. We've also changed our issue ages. Went down to, we previously, with our previous product, we're at age 40. We now start at age 30, going to age 80. What's our maximum issue age right now, Sammy? I think that slide needs to be updated. We're at 70, aren't we?
Yeah, it has been changed to 70, but I did want to also just make a note. I know we touched upon the last slide, but flexible payments, here it does highlight we have a pay till 70 option. So let's do an extreme example of that minimum age. If they do apply, they can essentially spread out their payments over 40 years if they like.
That is a great point, Sammy. And we're going to talk about return of premium next, but we have two return of premium options built into the base, which we're going to show you in just a second. Is 70%, and we have a 100% option available. It's a little bit more money, but we can design it so it's no additional money. We simply alter the benefits. Sammy's really great at designing these. But again, majority of our clients do take the basic because of the way the pricing works, and in addition, very few people buy this and ask for their money back. Literally, it's a real small percentage that are actually asking for their money back on this. But it's a nice little buffer that your client has. As you probably heard from other carriers. If you haven't, let me be the first to tell you. With MoneyGuard, it's either you use it, you die and get your money back, or you can decide to quit and get your money back. So there's a lot of different ways to use MoneyGuard the way it is, either for your long-term care benefits as a death benefit, or if you decide to get a return of premium, it's there for you as well. And again, we talked about international benefits. So let's take a little bit deeper dive into this return of premium. So over on the left-hand side of the screen, if you were doing a 10 pay at $10,000 a year, it worked off a surrender period or surrender. So you wouldn't get all of your money back until all the premiums were paid in, right, Sammy? So now
Yep.
with MoneyGuard 3, the 70% return of premium starts from day one. So over on the right-hand side, you can see in year 5, you have put in a total of $50,000. 70% of that is $35,000. Now with MoneyGuard 3, you can get 70% back at any time, not on a surrender schedule like our previous version of MoneyGuard. Way more access to return a premium than we've ever had before. And the reason we do this, simply, a lot of people don't ask for their money back, right, Sammy?
Yep, exactly right.
So I want to go by this slide because I think it's kind of a little bit tough to see. But if somebody asks about a sweet spot, where do you say the sweet spot is for MoneyGuard 3, Sammy, in terms of policy design?
When we talk about this, especially those who are familiar with the MoneyGuard 2, our sweet spot is always at 60 or 3%. Even though it's still a very competitive illustration today, a lot of times we're even finding that 5-year benefit duration, especially with the 5% inflation, if the client is able to get access to that. The benefits are looking very good, especially at age 85, which is the average age we're finding people go on claim nowadays.
Yeah, and you can see that in that grayed out section, that 6-year, 3-year. That's where we were previously priced very competitively. You would never talk about 5% compounded. Now with MoneyGuard 3, we are quoting and selling a lot of 5% compounded. It's kind of really where our sweet spots are, either the 5-year or 7-year. 5 compounded rates are really, really, we're quoting a lot of those and selling them, right, Sammy?
Yeah, a lot of them.
And by the way, Sammy is completely right. Just so you know, the average age of somebody going on claim with a MoneyGuard product is age 83. So we have highlighted here age 80 to look at what their monthly benefit is or their total LTC pool. Again, age 83, so just 3 years beyond that is really where you want to focus when looking at a MoneyGuard policy about benefits that are available. So, Sammy, we really cleaned up our brochures, haven't we? It made them look pretty nice.
Really nice.
Yeah. With MoneyGuard 3, we took a whole new approach. We went from buckets of money to piggy banks of money. Real refreshing look to our brochures. I've often heard in the field will let you know if your brochures are good and bad. They generally let you know when they're bad. I get a lot of positive comments, and I'm sure you do, Sammy, on how good we've cleaned up our brochures and really made them real client and agent friendly, right?
Mm-hmm. All the time, yeah.
That's awesome. So we're also going to give you a website here, lfg.com/MG Launchpad. Again, and we'll keep this up for a little bit. This is a microsite. Every single MoneyGuard client brochure, agent brochure, everything but applications is out on this side. This is what we call our collateral site that contains everything you need to help you sell MoneyGuard. Again, it's a microsite. And why do I like microsites? Because I don't have to remember a login. I don't know about anybody on this call. I have so many logins. I have a login to get my login. So anytime I don't have to have a login, I love it because I always forget it and have to reset it. You don't have to reset it. You don't have to log in. It's all right there on this microsite. It's, again, lfg.com, MoneyGuard Launchpad. Now, lastly, as I want to thank everybody for being on this call, Sammy, you want to take us home and give us a little bit of what we've done the past, 10 months since we all been staying at home in COVID and how we're successfully selling MoneyGuard via the internet and the tools we have available.
Yeah, of course. So the nice thing is that MoneyGuard is trying to stay up with the times, especially the current environment that we're in, and we all know that a lot of people are staying at home. So we are having new e-capabilities, which is very exciting. We did come out with them early last year. E-application, now the client can actually go online, and the agent, and complete their application through there. It's very smooth, very easy. It basically ensures that you have everything in good order once you submit it to Lincoln. And it is through DocuSign, so you will have those signatures through DocuSign. And then e-interview, now you can actually complete your phone history interview or your underwriting online now. So we did have the paper option, and also we did have the phone interview option, but now we even have available the e-interview. So instead of having to reach back and forth to the client to schedule and keep pushing back time, it's a quicker turnaround time, because basically once you submit the e-application, the new business reps will then send out a link to the client to complete. David, do you want to add on to that at all?
Yeah, and what's nice about this, just so you know, the client can fill this out, the new e-interview, anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, from any platform. If they want to do it on their PC, they can do it at home. If they want to do it on our phone, they can do it on their phone. If they want to do it on an airplane on the way to the Ritz-Carlton in Naples, Florida, they can do it as long as they have an internet connection. And if they get stuck or they want to stop and they're halfway through, pick it up tomorrow. It will start right where they left off. And in addition, we have a chat help box to help them. If they have any questions at all, they can simply open up the chat box and ask questions or say, I'm stuck, can you help me? And by the way, let's just say they do get stuck, they've completed half online, and they say, I don't want to do this anymore. They just have to let us know, and we can pick it up on the phone exactly where they left off. We are getting great reviews. We've had this since mid-November, and we are getting nothing but rave reviews. In fact, I know right now in the asset-based long-term care world, we are the only carrier that has a complete e-capability from start to finish. And what I mean by that is not only do we have the e-application, we also have the e-interview, and we also have e-policy delivery, a complete suite from A to Z on doing everything online with Lincoln MoneyGuard. Sammy, thank you for helping me out on this. And with that, I'll turn it, thanks so much. And with that, I'll turn it over to Sandy Elbers and our great friends at IAMS, and appreciate you having us today.
Yeah, no problem. We do have a couple questions, if you two don't mind.
Absolutely.
Is any part of the premium deductible as LTCI?
With Lincoln MoneyGuard, there is some deductibility. The best thing is we should probably send you out a tax guide to discuss deductibility.
Okay, so is the MoneyGuard 3 available for joint couples, or do they need to buy two policies?
That would be two policies with two separate applications with us.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do, does anyone else have any questions at all before I switch it to some poll questions? No. Okay, so a couple poll questions before we take off here. Would you like to get contracted with Lincoln Financial? You know, just click yes or no. If you're already contracted with us, we'll go ahead and give you a call and just confirm that you would like to get contracted. If you're not already contracted with us, we'll go ahead and send out that contracting paperwork and make sure to help you get through that process, or do the paperless contracting, and you can do it there online. Again, Lincoln Financial, your rating is correct, an A rating, correct?
We are A+ rated with AM Best with a Comdex rating. Last time I checked was a 92, I believe. So we are up there with all the biggies.
You cannot get any stronger than that. Again, we have Firelight, which assists you as well. We take care of the paperless contracting, super easy to do. I'll go ahead and get that one closed. Would also want to launch, do you want any more information on single premium life? Again, if you're a long-term care producer, if you are an annuity producer, this fits in your wheelhouse. It's difficult to find a long-term care policy anymore, not to mention the cost of it. So what a great opportunity to get that long-term care benefits without the use it or lose it type of situation that you have with the standard long-term care policy. So I'll go ahead and close out that. And one last poll question that I'll put out there is, are you currently using any of the IAMS creative marketing solutions, or would you like to have our creative department get in contact with you and see how they're able to help you out with maybe your business or your agency, or how we can elevate that? So again, we will be more than happy to have them get in contact with you. For David and Sammy, I cannot thank you enough for just this wonderful presentation. Everyone that has registered will be getting a copy of this webinar, and then of course Lincoln Financial and IAMS will be following up. I do have one more question. Can you start the monthly payment with a lump sum? And how does MoneyGuard 3 compare to some of the other simplified underwriting carriers?
So our underwriting is basically, if you're familiar with our competitors, the simplified underwriting, they kind of stole it from us because we created it, but it's almost identical where you have to answer 5 questions on the application, and then you do that PHI either online or on the phone. So it's pretty much standard. And what was the second half of the question?
The second half of the question is...
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine. Oh, let me see.
Must be all the snow I'm seeing outside that's making my...
So you answered the part with the monthly payment with a lump sum.
Monthly payment with a lump sum absolutely can be done. And the other thing is, we see a lot of not only lump sum plus monthly payment, we're one of the only carriers that allow you to do a 1035 plus adding payments on top of that. So we take it one step further. Yes, you can do a lump sum plus monthly, and we see a lot of 1035 come in with wanting to add to it as well, which we'll allow at Lincoln.
Wonderful. So again, everyone, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. I know everyone is so busy, so we do not take for granted that you signed up, registered, and listened to what we had to say. Again, everyone will receive a recording of this webinar. And again, Sandy Albers with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. If you have questions, please give me a call at 1-800-255-5055. David and Sammy, do you want to give any information in case they have questions for you?
Thanks so very much. You can reach, the best way to reach us is at Sammy Stippa. It's Samantha.stippa@lfd.com. Again,
all
Sammy,
right.
you want to give out your direct phone number, Sammy?
Of course. And my direct line, if you have anything, is 484-583-6087.
All right, everyone. Greatly appreciate it. You have an amazing week, safe weekend, and looking forward to hearing from you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.